Hello and welcome to this tutorial. This tutorial is going to be in two parts where I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this dress jacket you're seeing. So let's go straight to the video. So this is the pattern paper. As you can see, I've ruled out some lines. Already. So let me move this down a bit. Here is my original starting point line. Okay, so from here to here now, I measured 5 inches. So as you can see, this is 5 inches here. So I ruled another line. So from here now, this is not going to be my starting point line, my new starting point line. By the time we get to where we're going to use the space up, the 5 inches space up, I'll let you know. So this is my new starting point line. So from here to here is the bust points. Then here is on the bust line. This is the waistline. This is the hip line. Here is the hemline then. 2 inches fold. Okay, so now the next thing I'll be doing is to mark out the shoulder line. And also, this front here, I have 4 inches. You know it's a double-breasted jacket. So you will need minimum of 4 inches. Or you can use 3 inches depending on how you want it to be. So here I'll be using 4 inches. Like the maximum I've used is 5 inches. But for this particular dress jacket, I'll be using 4 inches here for the lapel, the overlapping. So here, this is the shoulder line. Let me put it SH so you can know shoulder line, the bust points line, then the under bust, the waistline, the hip line, and here is the hem. So for the shoulder now, our shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2. I'll be marking 8 inches. So 8 inches here. Alright. From here, I'll be coming up by 2 inches. From the bust line, I'm going to come up by 2 inches. So I will mark this point. Okay. Then I will move from here. I'm going to mark the shoulder line, the shoulder measurement on this line as well, which serves as the armhole depth line. So that is it. So now, this shoulder area, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. That's the 1 inch. For the neck width, I'll be using 3 inches. So I'll connect these points together. That's it. On the waistline, our bust pan measurement is 8 inches. So I'm going to be marking 4 inches here. The waistline. On this bust point area, I'll come down by 1 inch. 1 inch, then I'll mark 4 inches as well. Then on the hip line, I'll be coming up by 2 inches. Then mark 4 inches inward, this way. So I'll connect these points together. Okay, on the waistline, I'm going to be marking ½ inch on both sides. ½ inch here and ½ inch here. So I'll connect them to this point and this point. So this is the dark line. So now for the bust is 40 divided by 4. I have 10 inches. So from here, I'll mark 10 inches here. That's 10. Our waist measurement is 32. 32 divided by 4 is 8 inches. So 8 inches, like so. 1 inch for this dart, you add it to it. So making 9. For her hip is 45. So 45 divided by 4, we'll have 11.2. So 11.2 for the hip. So I'm going to come here, mark 11.2. Then on the hem line, I'm going to be marking 11.2 as well. So I'll be connecting the lines together. This one's just going to be straight. Okay. Here. Like that. So I'm just going to smoothen this side. So this is what we have. Then here. So for this armhole area, I'm going to come here, mark 3 inches on this 3-inch line. 3 inches line. I'm going to come in by 0.75. So there it is. So I'll connect this point and this point and this point together. Okay. So this is it. Then for the neck depth, I'll be marking 3 inch like so, which I'm going to be connecting with a cuff. So this is it. Then I'm going to come here now, mark 3 inches Then connect with the straight through. To this point. So you need breaking points for the lapel. So I'll be using the waistline for my home breaking point. So here, I'll mark out 3.5. I'll mark 3.5 like so. So here is the break point. Then from here to here, this place, I'm going to come in by 0.25, like so. So this is it. Then from this center front line, I'm going to mark 3 inches. Or let me use 2.5. 2.5. Then I'll connect to here. So this is what we have for the front panel, but we won't be cutting. So this is what we have for the front panel, but I'm not going to be cutting it out yet. I will draft the back panel before I come, because the collar, we need the collar and the measurement for the back neck to extend the collar upward. And okay, so before I forget, I'll be using shoulder darts. Okay, so what I have here is 5. So I'll connect this point to this point. Like so. Then here, the hem area, I'm going to mark the bust span measurements, which is 4 inches. Then I'm going to connect this point to the hem area. So this is it right now. So I'm just going to cut it out. So this is for the back panel. Alright, this is my starting point line, the armhole depth line, the bust point, under bust, waist, hip, and the M line. So now the shoulder measurements we are using, remember, is 18 inches divided 16 inches divided by 2. We have 8 inches. So 8 inches there. Then we'll come to the armhole depth line. We'll mark 8 inches as well. Then we'll connect the 2 points together. Then here I'll be coming down by 1 inch. So this is 1 inch. Then here the neck width we use for the front panel is 3 inches. So we'll come here, mark 3 inches here. Then the neck depth is going to be 1 inch. So this is it. Then I'll connect. Then from here now we'll connect these 2 points together. Like so. Then here, I'll measure from here to here, then find the midpoint. I'm going to come in by 0.25. Then for the bust measurements, our bust measurement is 40. Divided by 4, we have 10 inches. So I mark 10 inches. So I connect these 3 points together. So here it is. Then on the waistline here, I'm going to go in by 0.75. This is the center back. Center back, I'm going to go in by 0.75. I'll connect this point to here, then here as well. So this part here, I'll cut it out. So for the waist measurements, our waist is 32. Divided by 4, we have 8 inches. So I'm going to come here, mark 8 inches. Then I'll be marking 1 inch for that allowance. That's it. Then for the darts, remember our bust span was 4 inches. So I'm going to come here, nipple to nipple measurement 4. So I'll measure 4 inches like so. This is 4. Then I'll come 1 inch downward from the bust line, like the way we did for the front panel. Mark the 4 inch. On the hip line, I'll come up by 2 inches. Then mark 4 inches again. Then I'll connect the points together, the 3 points together. So here, for the dart, I'm going to take half inch on the waistline on both sides. So as you can see, half inch. That's it. I'm going to be cutting this part out as well. So for the shoulder, I'll find the midpoint, which is this. Then this 4 inches there, I'm going to come to the hem line. Then mark 4 inches as well. Then this point to this point. Okay, for the hip measurement, our hip is 45 divided by 4, we'll have 11.2. So I'll come here, mark 11.2. On the hemline, so I'll be marking the same 11.2. So I'll connect these points together with a straight line. Like so. Then here. So this is it. We are done with the back panel. So all we need to do is just to cut it out. So here on this chest line, I was about to cut it before I realized I've made a mistake here. So here, it is on the chest line, not the bust line. Sorry. So going by 4 inches. From the chest line, you're going to come down by 1 inch. Alright, so connect this point like so. Then here. Then from this point too. So it is from this point to here that we're going to connect together. So here you have it. Then don't forget you'll be adding 0.5 inches, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 all round, then 0.5, 0.5 at the back here to 0.5. Okay. So just cut. The neck area to you add 0.5. So for the side seam allowance, if you're using 1 inch, you'll be adding 1 inch. If you're going to use 0.5, you are going to add 0.5, but I'll be using 1 inch. So here I'll be adding 1 inch, not 0.5. But this middle part, I'll be adding 0.5 inches. So let's start. So this is the middle. So this is the back panel. Then we need the measurements here for this neck area. We need measurements. So we have about 3.5 here. 3.5. So set this aside. Remember the front I told you I was still going to come back to the front here. So now let's correct the darts for the front panel as well. So here we'll be coming down by 1 inch. The chest line, not the bust line this time around. This is it. Then from the center front line, we'll mark 4 inches inward. Then we'll connect. So this is it. Okay, so here now, for the back, for the front lapel, for the collar. So we're going to extend this line coming from the break point here. We're going to extend it upward. So we measure 3.5 for the back collar. So we'll come here and measure 3.5 from the shoulder. So this is it. Then from this point here, I'm going to come like this, draw a straight line in a slanted form, like so. Like this. Then I'm going to mark 4 inches. That's what I'll be using for the width of my collar. So this is it, 4 inches. Then from here, this point here, I'm going to come in by 1.2. I'll mark 1.2. Then here too, I'm going to mark 1.2. Like so. For the collar notch. So then here, this point to this point, I'm going to connect it like this. Then here, I'm going to come out by ½ inch, then connect like so. And connect to this straight line coming downward. Then here I'm going to go in by 0.25. Then I will draw it. I will connect the lines. So here we have for the notch, we have 1.2, then 1.2 for the notch. So we'll cut it out. So this part is going to be unfold. So don't forget this point and this point, you are going to connect them together. So how I got this second point is not to have an issue around the shoulder area. Once I'm cutting it, I place the back panel on the front panel like this. So this is the point here. So you mark that point, then you will connect. So now here now, if you fold it like this, so this is what you are going to have. This is what you are going to end up with, like this. So as you can see, the collar, the lapel is not too big and is moderate. So don't forget to add 0.5, 0.5, then the midpoint 0.5, 0.5. The sewing allowance, the side, you'll be adding 1 inch. The neck area as well, you'll be adding 0.5. Alright, so let's cut. So this is everything we have. Then we'll come back and cut the sleeve later. So let's cut the main fabric. So guys, these are all the pieces. I've cut them out, and these are for the main fabric. Then these are for the lining. Then for the center front, we'll be using main fabric for it. For the center front, where the lapel is going to fall, you'll be cutting out your main fabric. Then for the rest is the suit lining. Then here we have the collar. As you can remember, I told you this side is going to be unfold. So here it is. Then make sure when you're cutting your collar, you leave ½ inch all around. No, except for this side I'll be unfold. But for here to here to here, you leave ½ inch all around, 0.5 all around. So for sewing allowance. So let's start sewing right now. Then we'll be cutting the sleeve when we get to the sleeve part. All right.